Good evening all, I hope everyone is well. I have wonderful new glasses. Might actually be able to figure out the puzzles this time because I actually might be able to see them. So yeah, let's see how this goes on. But I hope everyone's doing alright. I'm kind of hopeful that we might actually finish the game today. I'd like to think Chapter 3 is going to be the end of the game. Enjoying it so far though. I think we're literally just ending the little bit of period we've got in Paris before we move over to Syria. So let me load back in, and I think it left us back up to top. I think we left it here last time at the end of the last stream. I can't remember what I need to do, but we'll have a look. So that's obviously something. I can go that way. There's these 3 doors. I can't imagine what we can look at there.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily.
Okay, so we want to go that way then. Okay. I'll check down that way. I don't think there's anything interesting. Ah, okay. I stand corrected. So there is some stuff this way. There's a door of some description, which looks mightily scary.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
Yeah, because everyone just leaves doors unlocked, don't they? Yeah, I can't imagine any of that. Let's try. Yeah, there you go. So I think we're going to have to do something else to open that door first. So I figure we've got to be over here. What does this do for us? Okay, that seems constructive. He wants to be over here, so why can't you just push the boat across the way?
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Is he going to say the same thing about this door? If he does, I really apologise, everybody.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence. The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The wall seemed in very poor condition. The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
Okay, so can I do anything with that? I can't interact with it, apparently.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Well, that's good. That I'm assuming if I just do that, that's just going to wind it back up again. Yeah, so that just does that. Okay, well that's fine. Can I grab the end? No. I figure I've got to wind it back out and then grab the end of the hook for something. For what? He won't let me grab it though, which is what's concerning me. Can I interact with anything with it? Oh, actually, can I use that on? Oh, actually, it will let me interact with stuff.
It was time for some brutal destruction.
Oh, okay. That was a good guess, wasn't it? Aha, ha, ha.
Hey, that's hollow. I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this.
Yep.
There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
Okay, so
Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap.
Do I think I can use that on the door? Okay, he seems to think he can. This is very much a, if in doubt, give it a clout. Or rip off his hinges. Okay, well, that was a lot easier puzzle than I thought. What does it do if I do that?
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
Okay, so I can't do anything there. I can have a look-see through the hole.
In the beginning was the end.
Oh, well, I recognise him.
End wrought by our enemies began our darkness. In the end will be a beginning. An end to our enemies heralds our new day. Report.
The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Because I'm not sure who was talking there, whether that was him or him. He looks like the guy from the hotel thing when you come out of the sewers.
Dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Excellent. The tired old governments are
Hey,
dying
Neff.
a
How you doing, my
slow
friend? I hope you are doing well.
from their own incompetence.
You have to let me know if my audio's all over the place. Hopefully I hope it's alright.
Professor, where is the broken sword?
I'm glad you can make it, my friend.
Last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
I assume you're at work, or have you finished work for the day?
Discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our
You finished
money,
work.
Professor?
We are working.
Cool. Just let me know if everything's broken or anything, mate. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you're well.
Predecessors
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail. when
Yeah,
they
the
were
Templars
hiding the
aren't
truth
quite as
of
glamorous
the
as they're made out
source
earlier in the
of
game, are they?
location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin.
So
Plain and
it
simple.
sounds like he's not.
That's not what he
The
believes.
costume killer
He actually thinks
Is not a Templar.
Silence!
He's the
Do
Hashashin.
I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor, Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within the palace.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet
Ah,
was
he
a
was.
liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
Yeah, I think it was
I
that
beg
one.
your pardon, Grandmaster.
Maybe, I can't
did
remember which
not
one it was.
mean to.
Have you any
I know he was in
news
the
for us,
Hotel Ubu.
Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before He vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that...
So we need to get the lens then
The assassin.
from Syria.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This
So-
will be our last meeting.
I'm not sure if
in
these guys are
Baphomet
still bad, but not
until
as bad
we
as
locate
the costume
sword
killer.
of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world.
Okay, they sound pretty terrible, to be honest. Okay, so they've all disappeared. So let's go down and see what the hell there is. If there's anything down here of any use. Oh, I get. I'm going to work on the assumption that. Oh no. Okay, my son corrected. Oh, maybe.
The
Sometimes.
tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump.
Sometimes it's just like, really, why can't you just make it work the way I was originally doing it?
The light falling from above struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays, and each ray picked out a letter.
Unless I'm
Starting from
missing
the left,
something.
I could read M-A-R-I-B.
Oh, okay. Marib.
Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant. Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
There seems to be
saw a bunch
there
of
seems
guys
to be an
masquerading
awful
as
lot of
Templars.
stuff that
They're
was
after
in the
something
catacombs
called
there,
the Sword
potentially
of
to do.
Baphomet. The bogus
And then
doctor
literally
was
opened
the
the
guy who
door,
killed Marquet.
and that was it.
The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know.
Blind
They said
luck.
something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars
That's just weird that she happened to know that.
Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me.
And also,
you
do you not
should
think
leave
that
the gem here.
the gem would have to
Okay.
be
Where's the
perfect,
tripod?
And
you
send
know,
it back to Andre.
on all edges for it to
Anonymously.
work perfectly? Because if you put it in upside down or back to front or whatever, surely the light would reflect differently. I'm just speaking, just saying. I honestly don't think there's anything I need to speak to her about.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
yeah, that's what they're
Syria's
going
a
to do
long
when I
way,
go
George.
to Syria. Can I go? Yeah, here we go. We're off, everybody. We are off. There's a bell I can ring.
Hey there, young fella. Speak you the English? Speak you the Anglaise? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, see, and indeed we, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nijo. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
And a cat.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though
Is the cat
stand
for sale,
does
do you
not
reckon?
begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
Although well, I could be wrong in thinking this, but pretty much every nation across the world, I think, takes American dollars.
You speak very good English.
In fact, they
Thank
quite
you,
like
sir.
American dollars
I
from the
learned
places I've
from
travelled.
tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Cassie, think noto. Aunt Agatha. What ho?
Does the
I
word
like him.
Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Templar.
Oh, that's a
Why,
good. I'm just like the guy
yes, of
walking here.
course.
That's a good look.
It does?
Socks and
Yes.
sandals.
A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow and a stick man with a halo. Bing!
Yeah, he doesn't seem that helpful, does he?
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
Let's see if you've seen
Have you seen this
Merlin.
man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir. What a splendid place.
He looks sus.
One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a
I think I've got a feeling he's
world-renowned
going to be sus at
collection
some
of
point.
brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest, people will come from far and wide to see my
Yes.
collection.
To see
The
my balls.
Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
Technically speaking, if you took a Picasso and threw it against a wall, I'm pretty sure it would bounce to a degree. It wouldn't be meant to bounce, but it definitely would bounce, I would think. Okay,
So
I don't
long,
think
Nijo.
any of the questions are relevant at this point. So, oh, I can stroke the cat. My cat doesn't do that when I stroke it. Okay, so I don't think there's anything relevant. Hello again, pussycat. Oh, Mrs. Matt is well, Neff. She's doing okay. Where's the man with the interesting look? I think I need to speak to him. Yeah, here we go. Come in here and talk to me.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure,
That
son.
looks like a loo brush.
Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy. I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne. My name's George Stobar.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see if you've seen Merlin. I doubt
Have you
it,
seen
but
this man before?
we'll see.
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
Don't like him. Let's electroshock him in a minute.
I saw a medieval picture of a woman. Royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
He's got a point.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
Okay, we're not learning a lot
Do you
here.
mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure, the greetings card business.
Oh, please.
Okay, so far
Does
we've
the
learned nothing.
image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned
It's the
losing.
lens.
The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
Okay, so
Have you
we've
talked to
learned
Nijo?
something. We're looking. That's the
Nijo?
hit. The knight was holding the
He's
lens.
the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not going to find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them door stands.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you?
You just have.
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
They did
You
warn
don't
you.
mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
Why? Why would they be at all interested in the fact that
Where
you've
is your wife,
taken
Dwayne?
2 pictures of an
Pearl.
American?
Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio. Pearl writes the poems for her. You ought to ask her to recite some.
I genuinely don't think there's any interesting. Maybe
Does
the
this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
that's one thing I should have asked the kid was maybe about that because I wonder whether that's relevant to here. Yeah, genuinely
Okay,
I don't think there's anything
Count on
interesting.
it, George.
I should have electrocuted. I think if my memory serves me correctly, this guy's got the greatest catchphrase in the world.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Moscow.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab? Come to the...
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum. Moscow.
His answer to everything is buy kebab.
I value your opinion on this, sir.
Buy kebab.
You buy kebab. None?
I respect his commitment to his trade.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
He's epic.
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do. The stand had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something.
Okay, I can go that way. I can go that way. I can look at antiquities. I'm imagining that's Pearl. I'm just going to ask the kid regarding the matchbook because I just wonder whether he might know something about it.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Okay, I can ask him a few more questions, but let's just ask him about this first.
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
Okay, so he didn't actually have anything to say necessarily.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
Okay.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
Lovely. Sounds like a wonderful
Who's
cat.
the guy selling the kebabs?
Yeah, me and you are cat people. We love
Arthur.
cats.
A miserable blighter, to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
So, I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well,
Cats are
there
the
was
best.
the
Oh,
Order
your
of
3 little
Knights who were
emotes.
wiped out in an inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition.
Fair play to him
We
to
had
remembering
it
that
on
fact,
the stand
though.
a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind.
I just don't see the. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
forget
have
about
to.
the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Because if I don't ask him the question, it'll be something really important.
They came to the east on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
Okay, I genuinely think
So
nothing
long,
interesting.
Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
If I need something from him, I've got a feeling I can barter the red ball. Do you get the
Hello.
impression Dwayne's
was
just
wondering
wandering
whether
around
you
waiting
could
for
help
Pearl?
me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson.
There's some
but
interesting
you can call
glasses,
me
though.
Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
So she doesn't like speaking over people, does she? So that's got
Have you
Merlin.
seen this man before?
I doubt it.
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really. I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh.
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
Oh, yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Shall we for a laugh? Yeah, let's do it for a laugh. You see, they could be fantastic or really, really bad.
Yes, go on.
I'm
then.
going with the latter.
Okay then, darling, here we go. Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the dot.
Classy, isn't it? We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake. Ah, it still touches me. What do you think, George?
It's very specific, isn't it?
You think so? We sell a lot of those, dear.
Okay, I can't understand why, but you know. Neff, as you have been around a while, there's actually some new things. There's some new redemptions in the channel points now, and if you drop a exclamation mark items, I think it is, in the exclamation mark items in the chat, you'll see the redemption things, some gifts and stuff you can run. So you just do exclamation mark redeem and followed by one of those words, and it will play some stuff in chat. Well, hopefully it will play some stuff. Didn't work last time, but I think I've fixed it now, so it should certainly work.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well,
So it's not going to run
and
now.
I run a greetings card company.
Oh, you haven't picked up enough stuff. I'll drop it so you can see what it does.
Akron? Cute? Little?
You've probably got more channel points. The things in the channel points will probably work better.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot.
No, I can tell. I'll let you know off stream. I'll let you know off stream how you can add it onto your thing. It's really easy, to be fair. It's really easy.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
We're not learning a fat lot, are we, at the moment?
Bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nijo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could sigh. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know.
In some countries, they jump at the chance of doing that.
Back home, the poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Am I wrong in thinking that currently everyone and their dog is trying to get out of Syria? So I'm pretty sure if you asked him now if you could take him out of Syria, he probably would actually snap your hand up.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else.
The Holy
I
Grail.
can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
Okay, I'm going to ask about this. I don't think it's going to be any use, but...
You're a philomenist?
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
Okay, so that didn't get me anywhere either. No, I genuinely don't think there's anything there.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
So you've been trying to get a GPU and a PS5 and you're not having any joy. I think the same situation's happening in the UK. I know that a couple of people that I play games with online recently got some of the new NVIDIA graphics cards. I think they got 360 or 370. I can't remember exactly which one it was. They got one of those recently. In regards to PS5s, I don't know anyone who's particularly looking that avidly for one. I mean, I got one because I pre-ordered. So my PS5 I got back in November, but I know that people are still struggling to get hold of them. Yeah, I don't think it's unique, unfortunately. Neff, I think everyone's struggling a little bit, to be honest. Unfortunately, I think it will level itself out and improve in the next month or two, hopefully. You're looking for a Radeon 6800. Yeah, okay. It's the equivalent of the 3080. You may find you they're about. I don't think there is many about, unfortunately. I do generally think it's yeah, it's fairly similar everywhere really. One second, I'm just going to see if I can give you some redemption points. I don't know what the settings are actually. I'm not sure how much it gives out. You get 10 points. Yeah, I can't remember how long that is. Oh, here we go. You get 10 points for every 10 minutes you watch. Right, I'll increase it a bit. There we go. So we should be 20 points. There we go. That'll make it easier for everybody. Yeah, so you should be able to do some of the redemptions now because I've actually given you some points. So you should actually be able to do the redemptions now. Right. So far, none of these guys have been anything but useless. I can go that way. Or I can go up this thing. I'm going to try going up here just on the off chance there might be something up here. This guy looks proper dodgy. He's proper sus. He's going to ask me for a password or something, isn't he?
An impressive collection of wares. If I had the time and the money, I might have bought a couple of rugs.
Muruba! Hello, sir!
This could get me in trouble.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpet, yes?
Okay, so he's gonna be by kebabs, most good kind of guy.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah! Give to me! Allah mut!
Okay, he stole my matchbook. Oh, but he's allowed me through the door. Okay, so I've got into a special area. This is interesting.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No. And again I say, no. But, my friend, Do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How
No.
frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No. I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellence. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where
We're going to
does
so
your
badly get
heart
in his taxi, aren't we?
desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
He is a very polite, nice taxi driver, to be fair to him.
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, all righty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
Enjoy your lunch,
And
Neff.
he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Okay, so I don't want to
I hadn't
leave.
felt
Do...
a need to spit since I was 12.
Okay, so there's spit buckets. Can I go to the toilet? I'm assuming this is toilet.
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
Okay, so what does it say?
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
Okay, so that's not going to help me at all, but I probably need to get into the toilet somehow. I doubt these are going to help. I honestly don't think this is going to make any difference, but no, so we can't do anything like that.
There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period. Hello again,
I just
Ultar.
think I remembered something.
Allah. I am blessed with your
I think he's going to tell me I
bountiful
need to get a
presence
toilet
once
brush.
more.
He's lost his toilet brush, and that's why you can't go to the toilet. I'm pretty sure.
Could you tell me
is
what
why.
that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
Fair play, fair play.
This place is certainly hard to find.
So,
Oh,
I think
yes,
I
it is
spotted the
most
loo brush.
exclusive.
I think I spotted the loo
membership
brush.
can be no more than...
I think the kebab
Guys,
salesman was using it
what would you
for
guess
his
the
kebabs.
population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough.
Is that funny? Is that
Pretty
not funny?
Yes.
Hilarious. You should be on cable. What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias. Ha 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 ha! But they gone.
I do like him. I think he's amusing.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions.
Has he seen
Have
Merlin?
you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
That's
Here?
not good.
Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in
Klausner.
Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on, he wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh,
It's either 10
maybe
miles
a
or
week
60.
ago.
So it's either close or miles away.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
All
Yeah,
right,
why
let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head, 50 Yankee dollars, please.
Wow, that's
50
expensive.
bucks. I don't have 50 bucks.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's box or zip, or unfortunate American.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Okay, so I can keep asking the same question. I'm not going to get anywhere. I'm going to click these,
What do you
but
think of this
I don't
wall?
think this is going to get me
It's
anywhere at all.
most splendid, mister.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar not think so.
Okay, I don't think
See
I've
you
got
around,
anything
Ultar.
of useful.
May good
I need to get in
fortune follow
here.
you, mister.
Okay, so at least I've got a bit of information. I know I need to go to the Bull's Head. See, I think he is using the that's the loo brush. I'm
In the
sure
still
it is.
air, the smell hung around like bad smells do. Close up, I could see flies love kebabs. Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth.
There we go.
The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush.
My kebab, smells good.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, you buy kebab.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
I'd value your opinion
Okay,
on
I'm
this,
not going to
sir.
get anything. I'm going to have to use
You
these
buy
guys,
kebab.
aren't I?
None?
Okay, he's
Well,
not going to be used. I wonder
most
if
good.
Nijo, whatever you're going to call him, wonder whether he will be helpful. Not envisaging Pearl or Dwayne are going to be any use at all.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps.
The Red
what?
Bull.
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right. What would you like?
I
The Red
seem
Bull.
to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherular form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
All right, here you go.
Okay, so that's the bartering done.
People say bad
Hopefully.
things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il ach il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now. Those words are going to be an insult. They are going to be an insult. You just know if someone tells you something like that, you're going to be saying something pretty
I
bad.
met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Uta, the barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Right,
So long,
okay.
Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Let's go and get in a fight. Is the objective to get in a fight and grab that in the fight? God knows.
Hello
Good,
again,
wish me luck.
sir.
Hello. Kebab? Mmm. Yes.
Okay.
Il akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa, calm down. I just... Feet, do your thing.
Ah, it's actually chased me with a knife. Okay, can I go down safely or am I going to get in a fight again? Ah, so the brush is gone. Was I a distraction? So basically I was bait. Is that what you're telling me?
What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me. So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Okay, so we've got the brush. So I'm hoping now that Altar and the owner of the bar, or wherever we were, I am hoping he will now let me ride his cab. Although, I mean, to be fair, the taxi driver's not making it very easy for you to use his cab when he's hiding in here.
Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back.
Oh, he looks happy though. I have now got the toilet key.
The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my you bend.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know. Oh, yes, indeedy.
He's like the unofficial translator for smiles and
I knew the
stuff.
door was locked.
Really? Yeah. I'm expecting too much of this game, obviously expecting it to open the door for me. Okay, so I can use the toilet, flush the chain, do something with this, but wonderful. There must be something I can do in here, surely.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it. Oops.
Okay, so I now have a chain. I'm thinking that's the only thing I can get from in here. Can I give the chain to Altar? Is that something he wants? It could get me in trouble instead. I don't know.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
You got brush back so you could steal chain? You sure strange cookie, mister, yes?
Okay, so that didn't do me any favours then.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Okay, so I must need that for something else.
I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost.
Okay, so I can't go out there yet.
How did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere?
Okay, I wonder whether he might need a chain and I can give him the chain now.
He didn't have anything that I needed. Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
Yeah, I don't
think it is
though.
either.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No.
Cheeky woman,
Wayne
eh?
wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
What do you think of this toilet chain?
My, but you're a
Just, yeah,
strange
I wouldn't
one,
refer to it as a
George.
toilet chain, just a chain. Just refer to it as a chain.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why,
No. No.
I've got to go.
It's been...
I want to speak to Dwayne.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
I just
Have you
don't know
had any
what
dealings
to
with
ask.
the kebab seller?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
can I utilise these
What
guys
does this
then to
toilet chain
pay
mean
for the
to you?
trip? And I
It
just
means that
sit
somewhere
in.
somebody can't flush the toilet.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Okay, let's speak to Pearl again, see whether I can talk her to going into the Bull's Head, and whether she can then talk
Hello
Dwayne
again,
to
Pearl.
going to the Bull's Head.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Have you had anything from the kebab stand?
Heavens, no, with my digestion.
I've
Okay,
got to go.
so
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
I'm wondering whether I can talk those two guys to basically paying the $50 to get us over there, but I'm still not optimistic of that one. Oh, I can't talk to... Oh, hello. Cruelty to cats, potentially. Okay, so that's all of them have knocked something off on the floor there. Don't know what it is.
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off.
I mean, just really, what am I going to do with that? I don't think I want to give it to Nisha. I think he's not going to take it necessarily. I can try it.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
May I have this statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayuk's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
You sound like
So
you're
long,
happy.
Nijo.
You love your dad.
Toodle pip, sir.
Well, to be frankly honest, I'd probably say the same sort of stuff about about my dad. So.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
Do you reckon she'll buy this off us?
It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Are you interested in antiquities?
Am I? What have you got there, George?
How about this fine statuette?
Oh, George, that would be ideal, except, I don't know. It looks new, George. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
Good
No.
God, no, Pearl. Nothing could
We
be further
wouldn't do
from
that to
my
you,
mind.
Pearl. We have too much respect.
I've got to go now.
It's been a pleasure, George.
Okay, so can I make that look dirty? No. At least not there anyway. Oop, don't know what I did then.
What do you make of this, sir?
Filthy! Bad!
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, so he's not my friend. I wonder if I can do something in the toilet with that statue. I mean, I don't know. Can you use that? I don't know. Spit bucket? No. Hey, Lady Nyril. How are you?
I
And
knew the door was locked.
You
I
love
need
this
the key
game, do
to
you?
get in there.
Yeah, I've played it before, but not for an awful long time. I'm trying to figure out how I've got this statuette, and I figure I've got to make it dirty, but I'm just trying to figure out how.
Maybe not.
No, I have played it before, but I played this originally when it was on a PlayStation 1 game. So we're talking the 1990s at some point. So, what, 20-something years ago? So, yeah, an awful long time ago.
The grease paint had worked magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
Okay, so I've just realised what I need to do there. That's good. So I can go back to Pearl. That was more luck than judgment, but hey. That's you played it that long ago as well. Yep. Yeah, we're playing through the director's cuts. There's a few bits in this that I've found which are different to what they were before, but I like it.
Hello
you know,
again, Pearl.
it's nice.
Why, hello,
Brilliant
George.
game.
It's such a
And
pleasure to
still
see you
really
again.
amusing.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, not that. Just what I'd be looking for. Just one thing, though.
Oh?
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah, well, that's because... You see, that's because...
This is
That's
the real thing.
because the first one I showed you was a modern copy of this one. And I sought out the artist who'd done the copy and bought the original. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, George.
There we go. Sort of what I was
How
thinking
can
he was
you
going to say.
ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. Believe me. Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
I mean, if you know, if any of you guys are
Hi there,
married,
Dwayne.
you know
Hi
what your
there,
wife says
George.
goes. It's
How can I help you,
how my
young
life
fella?
is. Happy wife, happy life.
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
It
What'll
looks
they
cheap
say
and
back
tacky,
home?
probably.
How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here
I was
you
going
go.
to say, we're going to take it because we need 50
And
bucks.
here you go.
Thanks for the money, Dwayne. This'll come in real handy.
I ought to be thanking you for finding this Roman statuette.
Okay, so what's
Okay,
the... I mean,
well,
let's
see you around,
get the
Dwayne.
hell out of here before you
Down
realise he's
George.
utter tat. Although, if you can show me something you pick up on your travels which generally isn't a load of tat, you know. So where are you from, Nyril? If you've got a name you'd like to go by, then let me know. I'm nothing but flexible. Okay, so let's give him $50.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous
You're looking
of
for the game
seeing
you
this
found
most
me. Oh,
splendid
well, aren't you
place?
lucky?
Well, maybe.
And you're from
A terrific
Spain.
bargain.
All right, okay.
Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Okay, it's a deal.
I like
Here's
Spain.
the cash.
I do like Spain.
Ah,
I've been
most
to more of the islands
splendid.
rather than
As
mainland
you
Spain. I
say,
have been to,
the
to
cash
Barcelona,
price
but that's
moolah
about as
is
much as
correct.
mainland Spain as I've done.
Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah,
Oh, your
okay.
English seems
I'll
perfectly
be along
good.
in a minute.
God, he looks excited, doesn't he?
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
Okay. I guess we just want to get the fudge out of here, I think, don't we now? Don't see the point in hanging around, especially when Dwayne's going to find out we've sold him some crap.
Adventurous client.
That's your taxi?
Let's go.
Yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed fair.
You're okay.
There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you going to do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that going to take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long.
He likes
We gotta
doing
get
this,
moving.
saying what you
But
know,
how,
1
my
and then
friend?
6.
I'll think
You
of
said
something.
it was 10 miles, maybe 60. Would that
What
work?
does this toilet chain mean to you?
You got brush back so you could steal chain? You're sure strange cookie, mister, yes?
Oh god, what? Is there anything we could use as a fan
No
belt?
way. Bye for now, Oltar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Oh god, where am I going to find something of a belt sort of description? I mean, I haven't got anything, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing there which is even remotely belt-like. Oh, he's got a belty thing on. Maybe I could ask him for his belty thing.
Hi, Nijo. Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
Are you building a bathroom in easy installments?
To be fair to him, that is a very good reply.
Peep, sir.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. I just had a brainwave as to what I think's going on. I think what needs to happen is the towel thing will work. Like towel spool thing we found upstairs. I think as you've now followed, you should have. I'll take the keys again. Yeah, we'll have to take the keys again. Yeah, that's very, very true. But you should have some loyalty points, I think, as well for joining the stream now. Let me have a look and see what you've picked up. Yeah, so you should have some points for joining the stream, so you can possibly do some of the redemption stuff, and you've also probably got some channel points, so you can do some of the sound clips and stuff, which can be found in the channel points on stream as well. Let's grab the keys again. It's a good job you told me that, because I would have tried the door without them. So use the key on the door. Although it did seem to be that it didn't use the keys on the door at all.
I knew the door...
Yeah, I just selected the keys, you blaming Egypt. Because I think it's this is what I need. Can I open that then? No. Aha! There we go, there we go. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing.
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
Yeah, the bartender's not doing very well, is he? I think it might help if he actually was at the bar watching what people were doing, but you know, small problems.
Hello again, Oltar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very
Yeah,
thing.
we go. Success, everybody. Progress.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in two lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now,
I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, Nyril. Mondays and Thursdays. My next stream will be on Thursday. I suspect I will probably have finished this by then. So I'll probably be picking up Broken Sword 2 on Thursday. So we look forward to seeing you again, hopefully.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming along. Oh, are we getting spied on here? I hope to see you again. Take care, and enjoy the rest of your day. Someone is spying on us, though. Someone is seriously spying on us. I will. You have a nice night too. Okay, so I'm yet to see why this is called the Bull's Head. So I can get a twig.
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
Okay, so I can't get anything there. There's something there. I'm assuming I need to go down?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Okay, so I'll use my trusty anchor. No. Twig. Chain.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock.
This is interesting. What do I need to put in the rock? Let's grease it up. Oh, I can't go anywhere that way. So it's got to be. Is this a rock I can pick up? Or is that going to be the tree again?
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
That definitely wasn't the tree.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop.
I've most certainly got to do something there. But what, one would ask?
Maybe not. With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
Is that what he's put in there? Or is he
I
going
could
to shrug
see
again?
that crack would make a good anchor point.
So the twig does not look anywhere near strong enough, but that's just... Okay.
Well, that looked really safe, but I had no choice.
Yeah, I'm with you, George. This does not look like a safe thing to do. I mean, that is barely a twig. And all of, what, 6 feet made all the difference. Okay, something there that blatantly moves, because you can see that looks like a door, doesn't it? I can jump off the edge. Goodbye, crawl adventure game.
This country sure was beautiful. I'd have to visit again sometime when I wasn't in such a hurry. Down below, I could see the top of Ultar's soft-top truck. It seemed a hell of a long way down.
Okay, so what can I do here? Is there just a button in the rock face, which would be a little weird. but not unusual in these sort of games.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me, for which I was very grateful. But there was something in there. A metal ring, as wide as my hand.
God, okay. No. What the hell? Unless I'm missing something. A metal ring as wide as my hand.
Maybe not. I took a firm hold of the ring.
Oh, okay.
I tried not to think of death traps.
Oh.
And pulled.
I mean, sometimes I'm just a bit annoyed with this game because you just think, why doesn't it just do these things rather than making you have to do everything? Oh, it's indie.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my!
Oh,
God.
can I get an F? Some Fs in chat for indie?
Large as
Oh,
life
poor
and twice as
Indiana.
dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Alright, so let's investigate Klausner, because basically he's going to have some useful stuff on him. Yeah, I'm very malnourished.
I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped. Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones.
Oh, I just said that.
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration. I'd searched Klausner once. There was nothing on his body. I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse. But as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket.
Aha!
Hey, what's this?
That's the
I found
lens.
some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Success, guys, we have found the lens.
So much for whips. They're all show. There was nothing else in that. I'd searched Klausner.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything else on him then.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
That looks like it's got 3 faces, though. No? That looks like it's got like 3 faces on it, so I just thought that would possibly be that.
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In occidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
Doesn't seem to be anything else that way I can do. Just going to try spamming stuff now and see if I can. I do envisage not a lot of this working. That's got to become useful for something at some point. Okay, so that wasn't any help. So there must be something else to do. I think it's got to be this, because that's got a use symbol on it.
I couldn't help but notice faint bloody finger marks on the rock, as if somebody had tried to claw their way out.
Yeah, I kind of wonder who that was.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it. A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries.
Oh, so that's the 3 faces. Oh.
The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar.
I don't think it is.
If he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are! You!
Hello, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah,
We meet in
I had a
the
feeling
most
it was him.
unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
And the door hasn't closed yet.
You, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between
Is he
hitting you in the
is he
leg
like half man,
or
half
the
snake?
groin.
He seems
Boy,
to
it sure
hiss
is
a
hot
lot.
in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
Okay, so we're heading outside. Probably to get shot.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Ah,
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look
I was
of it.
tempted to not
He
tell him
was
the truth,
caught in
but
this trap you were shouting about? Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
no.
No, nothing.
So, why is this location important? What did the Templars hide here if not an artifact?
Well, there was something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart? What did it say?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just
Maybe we
what you
shouldn't.
appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Yeah, should we have told him that?
I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you going to do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
We'll go with the man.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
Quick, George, go! As soon as he said shake my hand, I thought I've finally got a use for this blooming thing I've had for the entire game.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't
Oh,
have
the
been much
flirting.
Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
I've got to say, Nico in this has done so little. She really has done pretty much nothing.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
So I'm sure in the original game, when you found these items, he sort of tells you what these bits are. So it sort of tells you
There's
what's
a
happened.
woman looking at her
So I found this
reflection
here
in
and
a
I saw
mirror,
this
but
here.
the reflection has 3 hideous faces. A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
This guy
There's
has
a
a
guy
loom.
working on a loom.
Yeah, that's all it says on those.
Look there, 2 guys.
Okay, so we know that's no real use.
I
Bought
brought
you
you
a
a present from Syria.
Really? Really, George? You bought her a toilet chain?
Oh, George, you shouldn't have bothered. What
Oh.
is it?
This.
A necklace. It's rather heavy.
Ethnic craftsmanship at its most rustic.
Oh, of course, I love it.
You do?
It will always remind me of you.
Okay, so we've lost a toilet chain. Still don't actually know what the purpose of the toilet chain was. Okay, so there's nothing
I'd better
there.
get back to the quest.
I would assume it's probably going to be the museum I need to go back to, isn't it? It could be something. I just had a brainwave. There's a crack in the hand of this.
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church.
Yeah, there's the statue of the guy, the Spanish knight here. I'm sure he's got a crack. They say he's got a crack in his hand or something, or on the scepter. So my thought process would be that maybe that's where the lens goes. No. Okay.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
It's like I said, I would have thought that would have gone there, but it obviously doesn't. Oh,
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
okay, can I look through that now?
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. Hey,
Say 3 lens elements need to be slid into the correct position within the circle so when aligned they create a clear image. Each lens element can be moved by moving the mouse over the pointer, over the numbered tab, and when a grasped hand appears, clicking and holding the mouse button to the left or right. George will acknowledge the image once lenses are in the correct position. Okay, let's start with 1 then. Oh, I get it. So that's going to be somewhere at the bottom like that. That's going to have to go at the bottom as well, sort of around there. Can't see this one quite as map.
burning at the stake. And
Welcome
below
back,
the date
Neff.
in
Welcome
Roman
back.
numerals. A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCC XIV. That's 1314.
Okay, so God, I've got a lot of notes. So yeah, we've got something useful there. Can I chat to the man and get my Holy Grail back?
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Hey Ant, how you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome. It still won't do the shout-outs properly. We need to do a couple of shout-outs if they work. Have I spelled everything right? Yep, I think so. There we go. Yeah, my auto alerts don't work still, but hey,
I
you know,
noticed
what
that
else
the
is new?
stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Do you speak Latin?
You ask this of a priest?
Okay. Can you tell me what per disciplinum meam lux videbus means?
Let me see. That would be, by my teachings, you will see the light. I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Right.
too.
So he asked him the question of, do you speak Latin? And he kind of says, I'm a priest, what do you think? So you ask him what this Latin phrase means, and then he sort of says, I think this means this. Either you do, or you don't.
What a shine
Either do or
you
you don't.
got on this.
Merci.
You sort of do.
It is all a newest action.
At least, I would accept he said a little bit, but he quite just cockily said, yeah, I'm a priest, so I should know.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, I think he said it was this one over here, which is the tomb we need to look at. And welcome, Jess. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. You've missed quite a lot. We've been to Syria.
There was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
Alright, a jumble of letters carved onto the side of the knight's tomb. You must look for and highlight a number of biblical verse references comprising of the name of a book followed by the chapter and verse in Latin numerals. Okay, this bothers me because I'm useless. So for example, Luke chapter 8 verse 2 would be displayed as Luke 8:2. What? We should find all the verse references. Highlight the full verse reference and the letter will stay lit, otherwise the letters will fade. George will read the verse references once they are highlighted. Oh, there's Corinthians. There's Corinthians there. How do you highlight stuff? I don't get this. Oh, maybe I've got to do... I just don't get this at all. Yeah, I don't understand this either. I'm going to exit and go back in again.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
Okay, so let's read. We'll read this again. See if you guys understand it any more than I do. A jumble of letters are carved onto the side of the knight's tomb. You must look for and highlight a number of biblical verse references, comprising of the name of a book, followed by the chapter and verse in Latin numerals. So, for example, Luke chapter 8 verse 2 would be displayed as Luke 8:2. So I'm thinking you got Corinthians. Well, that mean I don't see that. Maybe that's one. Maybe I don't know, because I thought that was. Maybe that's not Corinthians. I'm seeing Corinthians. It's not there. You must highlight and find all the verse references. Highlight the full verse reference and the letter will stay lit. Otherwise letters will fade. George will read the verse aloud when it's highlighted. So like I said, I'm sure it was like that.
Corinthians 14:5. Not much to go on, but it must have meant something. If I examined the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find.
And you said Psalms, so thanks. There's that one, do we think?
Psalms 22:21.
Is it Horibus? No. There's got to be one here. I don't think it's the entire thing. I'm sure it's something like Horibus or something. I'm rubbish with Bible scripture. There's another Psalms there, isn't there? Yeah.
Psalms 32:7. The numbers refer to a chapter and a verse in the Bible.
Yeah, we both spotted that as soon as she said right. You both said above, and I just wasn't paying attention. I mean, I don't know my. So I'm sure that it's got to be something here, but I'm not completely sure. You got things like Monday, but I don't think Monday's one either. That could be it. That could be it. I'm sure there must be more. I mean, I'm looking and thinking I can't see any more. I would have thought it would be. I'm thinking there must be more to it than that. There must be more to it than that.
If I examine the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find. Corinthians 14:5. Psalms 22:21.
There's that. I mean, that looks to me. Oh no, because it hasn't got those, does it? No. No, you could be right. Let's go and speak back to the priest guide and see, but that may well have been it. It could have just been those three.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Let's go
Is
talk
the
about the window again.
right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Do I want to? I guess I was going to say he probably will argue if I try and leave the area, having not done everything. Would be my guess anyway. Not quite sure if I need to come back here, but I'm going to have a mooch around anyway.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta cita est in hora mundi.
The island
Yeah,
of
yeah. I don't like Lobino either. I
Lies
think
at the
he's a
edge
bit
of
of
the
a
world to the west.
slimy git.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map. That is not a good idea. Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
I mean, so we've learned absolutely nothing in here. I can go back to Rougerie. I don't think there's any point going to the police station. Syria should be done now, I'd have thought. Yeah, so I've only got France, so everything I need to do is here. I'll try Nico. Oh, back in. I think of this as
I
back in.
solved another puzzle.
Back in Nico's
You did?
apartment.
Well, I guess I did.
Well, what was it? What's the answer?
1314.
What does that mean?
It was the date when Jacques de Molay was burned, wasn't it?
Of course.
The answer was hidden in a stained glass window. When I looked through the lens, the picture changed. It became a man surrounded by flames.
It seems to me the answers to the Templar puzzles are as cryptic as the clues. Sometimes I wonder if the manuscript isn't an elaborate joke.
The Knights Templar weren't the kind of people to play jokes, were they? Look at the chalice now, Nico.
I kind of want to take the chalice
What
back
happened?
to
It's shiny.
the lady I got it from
That's incredible.
and tell her about her
Yeah, looks as
relative.
good as new.
No. You found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
That's insulting. That's quite rude.
Let's take another look at the man.
This is pointless because it doesn't get me anywhere, but
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. There's a guy working on a loom.
I just feel sorry for him. He's got literally just like no relevance
There's a
at all.
woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
So we found most of
A
these
knight
now.
with a crystal ball. The Knight Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Look there.
Okay, so we have done
I better
everything
get
there.
back.
Oh, right. Where the hell do I need to go now? So I can't go back to. I can go back to the cafe. I could try the police station. I've only got bloody Sergeant Moo. He's going to be about as useful as a fire in a spacesuit. Am I going to need to go back into the... Oh, he's going to stop me from doing it again, isn't he? Guarantee he's going to stop me from doing it.
Hey, you! What do you think you leave that?
Yes, I knew that was
Sorry,
coming.
no harm.
Use
Okay, so that wasn't any good. That's fine, Jess. I appreciate you being here.
You're back.
me. I have returned.
Yeah,
no.
I figured I shouldn't ask him about that. Yeah, nothing to talk to him about. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back in here. There must be something we're missing. I think there was something in that puzzle that we missed because I'm sure more would have happened. I think.
To think of the long centuries that he kept it secret.
I'm just guessing, but I kind of have a feeling that there must be more to it than that.
A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. Now that my attention had been drawn, there was...
Okay, I'm going to skip through this
Hey.
waffle again. Blah blah blah. Right. Okay, I've just done something I shouldn't have done. I have just googled what I need to do with this puzzle, and I was right. There was something that we missed people.
Psalms 22:21. Psalms 32.
Because we were looking at it almost,
And a verse in the Bible.
you know, with only looking in this direction, because there is
John 4:11. There were no more references
that one.
but a series of Roman numerals ran around the plaque. I made a note in case they meant something. Psalms 32:7. John 4:11. Corinthians 1:4-5. And just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad
but
for
it
having
looked
to
like
kind
a
of
happy
use that, but I
coincidence
just
to me.
none of us
After
could
all,
see that one,
the
could we?
Damascus
We're all
chalice
just
arms were already on the manuscript.
yeah, completely blind to
I
it.
was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Okay, so there's still some things on the outside that we haven't got. I'm gonna try talking to him again. I don't think he's got anything. Yeah, probably haven't got anything
Hello
much to
again,
say,
Father.
but we'll check.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
No point. No, okay, he hasn't got
Catch you
anything
later.
useful.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, so let's just check this out again, just in case I'm missing something else with this, but
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm positive that I can't do anything.
Think of the long centuries that it kept its secret.
Those windows don't do anything. He doesn't do anything.
I
don't-
didn't have time to...
Yeah, I can't sit down. He must be back for a reason, so maybe I need to speak
You're
to him
back.
for some stuff.
See, I have returned.
I love how the graphics of these guys and these guys don't at all really match up, because they look quite good. That just looks like someone's hit him in the face with a spade.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No. Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on
So what are you
duty.
playing, Jess? What game are
On
you playing?
duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
Undercover,
I must be
dressed
missing
as a
something.
gendarme.
You're in uniform.
I'd said that.
Precisely, monsieur. My
I'm playing Two Point
cover
Hospital.
is
2 Point Hospital
an
was brilliant.
excellent wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle
I haven't got very
is
far in
spoiled,
2 Point
every
Hospital though.
nerve owned. I am drunk.
I should stream it.
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last.
No, it's going to be
Someone's
something
taken action.
completely random, isn't it?
People die every day.
Sewer Jack.
No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Who?
You must be quite far in though, I'm assuming, Jess, to have got stuck.
The terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sewer Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
A kind of change to the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Who is this Sewer Jacques character?
You are,
anyway?
you idiot.
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning to despoil the sewers of our fair city. He has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur.
Wow, is that the time?
Yeah, I was going to say, George.
An American tourist. What
George.
nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth.
Wonderful. So you can still go back there. I don't think. There's got to be more I can do here. No for flipping. Let's talk to our favourite person. Lobbing her again.
Hello, Georgie.
Oh, well, at least I can talk to
While
her
I
about
was
that
in
this time.
Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights
Okay.
of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institute Hermetique
Aha.
Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating
We found
the
something
building.
new, guys. We
Can
found
you tell
something
me any
new.
more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
Thanks for your help,
Not
Andre.
how
You're
nonchalantly he
welcome.
said, you know, blood the second time. It's like, yeah, it's right. Yeah, nothing unusual about that. Right, can I go somewhere new now? Yay! New location. Okay, so we've got a paint bucket. I'm assuming I need that bucket.
Excuse me, could you help me? What is it? I've got a few questions. What does the word Templar suggest to you? Templar? Nothing. Nothing.
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean, when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
I like him. I like his work
Okay,
ethic.
let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
At least he's honest.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though, I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
Oh, okay. Has he seen
Have
Merlin?
you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Okay, so that's worrying. We know
What's
he's been there.
unusual
About the visitors to the excavation.
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
Just, I'm sure I need that
greasy
bucket.
tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
Has a guy calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him? Huh?
He has a very valid point.
He's seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur. Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah.
Okay, I guess I'm going to have to try and... Oh, I can go down here. He's not going to stop me. Okay. A guard. Okay. Couple of doors. Some interesting stuff down here.
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
He's going to stop me at some point.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
Hi, Nico?
George,
Is
what
she
have
going
you
to be helpful?
discovered?
Probably not.
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
George, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
I still don't know really what she's given to this. She hasn't done an awful lot.
There was a closed door with toilets scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door is locked, monsieur.
Well, that does something.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
Let's just talk to the guard then. It's the only thing I can
Hi?
really do at the moment.
Excuse me?
Oui?
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Okay, that was nice of him. Right.
On the wall was an automatic hand dryer. Oh boy! Dirty soap! How do they do that? The taps were rusty. Oh boy! The cold taps washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
They're all the same, I think.
On the wall was...
Okay, that's not going to do anything.
I didn't want to carry a bar of dirty soap around with me.
This worked for me earlier, but I doubt it'll work this time. No.
I wasn't about to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
You know what to do here, that's useful. At least one of us does. Go for a
Being
dump.
in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. I didn't want any coal.
I'm kind of not sure what I need to do here. Nope. I'm sure it's something to do with the heating outside, but I don't know what. I'm assuming I probably need to go outside and fiddle with that thermostat.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
No, I've most certainly got to do something in here.
The door was locked.
Oh, George, just use the key, you idiot. It's not a difficult concept, this.
I didn't need to get near to tell the toilet needed cleaning.
Let's clean the loo. Toilet water.
I wasn't about to...
Well, the only thing it's let me interact with so far is the soap.
Oh, boy! I couldn't do that. Oh, boy! Dirty soap! I couldn't do that. Oh! Perhaps I could make a copy of the key. The key had made a clear imprint in the soap. The bar of soap had the imprint of a key in it.
Yeah, I suddenly just thought to myself, yeah,
I knew keeping that plaster was a good idea.
that's what I need to do then. It's just suddenly had an idea. I need a copy of the keys.
With the plaster and the imprint, I was on the right lines. I had filled the key's imprint in the soap with dry plaster. You can't make a cast without wetting the plaster.
Okay.
But wet plaster alone does not make a cast.
Now what?
The key's imprint was now filled with wet plaster.
Oh.
I used the dryer to speed up the process.
Being an idiot again. I'm not stupid, honest.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I...
If it had a bit of coal on it, would that make it look a bit more like a real key? What do you reckon, everybody? No. Furnace? Or the dirty toilet? Am I going to put in the dirty toilet? No.
I didn't want any coal. Maybe not.
Yeah, I figured that was not going to work.
Maybe not.
Oh, I get it.
Hey, monsieur, don't go with me.
Okay, give him his keys back.
Hi again.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
I just realised they're kind of a yellowy colour key, aren't they?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
So let's go back out. I need to sort of sneak this into his paint tub.
Hey, monsieur.
Okay.
I should think so.
Okay, so I've
Hi, it's me again.
got to get rid of him.
Now.
I was pretty sure the shaken shock had shot its bolt in Syria. I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling. How clever. How pointless.
Okay, so that's not
Be seeing
the
you.
way of doing it.
Monsieur.
Can I distract him some other way?
I couldn't imagine.
Can I use Nico as a distraction?
Killer.
Hello, Nico. It's me.
Hi, George. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn. We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Everything's been put here for a reason, this game. It's one of the things I like about
A
this.
painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Yeah, it's one thing I like about this game is that they do put things. Everything seems to have a point. There's very rarely something in this game that hasn't been useful for something.
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
Okay, so he's going to sod off. I can now do some key dunking. Not that he's going to have anything in his jacket, is he? You know, like a yellow smear on the inside of his jacket.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah, well, I had a cigarette to finish. And, monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
I wonder what he said to upset her.
The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely, and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Okay, so let's get the key back off the geezer again.
Hi again.
What is it?
Can I have the toilet
I
key,
need to
please?
use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Okay, just for the sake of it, I'm probably thinking, no, use the right keys on the door, not the wrong keys on the door. So I'd probably do it in here, because otherwise it's going to end up...
Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key. It looked okay, but felt false.
Okay, so that's that done. Now, if I give him the keys back...
Hi again.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it.
Oh, okay.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
No, wrong key. Ah, those keys. I guess I am going to have to dunk it into the... Nope.
It was the key to the excavation. Maybe not. Maybe not.
So what am I? How am I meant to do? What am I meant to do now?
I wasn't about to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them.
I figure I've got to do something with the key then.
On the key ring was a big old key that looked like it might fit the excavation door. It was the key to the excavation.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know
On the
what to do
key
then.
ring.
Well, let's just talk to the guy and see if I can get anything from him for now.
Hi again.
What is it?
Or do I need to dunk it in the dust over there?
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard.
Okay, one
Talk to
second.
you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Just wonder then if that will work in here. Nope. No,
Hi again.
What is it?
I don't know.
I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
Yeah, Neff, I think the accents in this game are hilarious. Yeah, I think it's someone pretending to be French, pretending to speak, speaking English. So it's a very, very bad French accent.
There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing.
Sounds really
Then he
baguette
said,
like me.
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
I ask again,
The
I don't...
guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. Have you seen this man before? You have?
No.
That's very suspicious.
I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the conspiracy's payroll, and I didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, he's very sus.
You have...
A sudden urge to sing. Care to join me?
No, no singing in here.
He's the imposter.
Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
Really?
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Yeah, you fell for that, you
I
flipping
couldn't
Egypt.
give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it. After the amount of trouble I'd been through to get that key, I wasn't about to share with the guard how clever I'd been. This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
Helpful,
Do
very
you
helpful.
recognize this name?
No.
I got this plaster from Ireland.
Not an exciting souvenir.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Well, I can't leave. I can't leave, so there's got to be something in here. I still think it's something in the toilet.
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks. I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I mean, seriously, I just don't know what I need to do. I've got to do something else to the key. I'd say.
The thing felt really hot.
I mean, I'm thinking, would you sort of boil the key?
I didn't need to use the soap again. I wasn't about...
So literally, I've got the toilet, the coal.
The thing felt really hot.
That's about it. Let's flush it down the
I
loo.
didn't need to get near to tell the toilet needed cleaning.
He pronounces R wrong. He's German. Shove stuff down the toilet.
I didn't want any coal. On the keyring was a big old key that looked like it might fit the excavation door. Maybe not. Maybe not. The thing felt really hot.
Nope. I mean, genuinely, I don't know what to do with this key. So I'm going to work on the assumption if I try and go upstairs, it's going to say no.
Don't go with...
So I can't do that. Nico,
I
help me.
figured I'd best not bother.
There's got to be something in these two rooms I've got to use with the key, but I just can't figure it out. Oh, Struth, what am I meant to be doing?
On the keyring... Hi again.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it. I couldn't give him the keys. He was...
Okay, so I can't...
Talk to you later. Au revoir, monsieur.
I don't know what to do with it. I would have thought it was the coal or here, but...
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
I mean, like I said, I don't think that's going to do anything, is it? No. It has most certainly got to be something I do inside this room. But what is the question? Okay, so that's established that's none of those. Seriously, am I missing something really obvious?
The thing felt really hot. I didn't want.
Anyone in chat got any suggestions how I solve this puzzle? Because I am completely baffled as to what to do now.
I wasn't about to walk. I didn't need to.
Because I'm missing something. No, it's wrong, neither do I.
Real.
Well, the keys on the keyring. That key
to the excavation.
is the key I want. So I've taken that off the keyring and I put the fake one on here.
The keyring was a big old.
But it doesn't feel like the proper key. So I need to do something else to make the key feel like it's a real key. But literally only in this little area. Yeah, that was my thought, Jess. It won't let me do anything with the sink again. No, it won't let me select the bin. I can leave the room. I can't interact with that. I can't interact with the sink. I don't think. I could try. Just try everything on everything again. Just wash Merlin. I mean, I could use a guide. But I want to try and do this without using the guide. Might have to be forced to look at the guide again in a second. I mean, I'm just clutching at straws, trying all this stuff really. The fake key is plaster of Paris, and basically what he's saying is it doesn't feel right. It feels like a plastic key. So you need to do something to it. So I would have thought if you put it in here, which I think is like a oven,
The thing felt really
it would
hot.
it would work.
Big
Okay,
demands seemed to be being
I'm
made
gonna have to
on
be
it.
bad. And I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing. So I thought I tried that. Okay, it says to lower the thermostat. But I've clicked on this already.
I couldn't imagine what... A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't imagine...
Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
That's the only thing I've got to say about this game. There are some things that you have to do these little steps that you wouldn't have thought about. I mean, like the one I had in Ireland where I was using the towel with the tap, but I hadn't actually turned the tap on. So the game didn't automatically turn the tap and then do it or anything like that. It just wouldn't work. So, just irritating.
Hi again.
What is it?
Yeah, there's a few little bits in this game that have annoyed me like that.
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Okay, so somehow I need to get rid of him.
Au revoir, monsieur.
How the fudge now do we get him out of there again?
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Yes, I didn't have that problem. I didn't have the problem with the towel drying too quickly. It was just the fact that I kept using it on the taps, and it was like putting it into the drip, and it wasn't wetting it very much. And I had to turn the tap on full. I was like, just game, why don't you do that for me? It seemed a bit too much, really.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't.
You refuse.
Sorry, I
you
thought I could walk. Sorry, I skipped the
time.
dialogue then.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable?
Because I thought you would have gone past, tried to get in the door already, but he hasn't, has he? He's just stood
I
there.
have a highly responsible job. Don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Yes, I just figured I would have done that already, but no. Right, okay, so look, we're in, people. Yeah, I can understand why it'd be really painful for you, Neff, to be frankly honest. Okay, I'm going to go down. I don't think there's anything of relevance up here, is there, really? So we want to look at this thing anyway. Yeah, being French, Neff, and listening to dodgy French accents. To be fair, I listen to English accents in like American TV shows and films, and I just don't think we sound like that. It's almost like we kind of put on a posh English accent just for the sake of doing it. It's weird.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
Okay, so is there anything I can actually do here?
chalice, the image of a church.
Okay, so we've got somewhere, guys. We found something new. And you lived in Cambridge, and that accent was very. Yeah, but I just don't think it's a common accent.
Was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice.
And with a Scottish accent, I think it depends on where you go and who you're listening
to.
to.
A picture of a church with a
square
tower.
Proper Scottish is just undecipherable. In England, also Britain, should I say, there's an awful lot of different accents, and some of them are great and some of them are terrible. I just mumble.
No way.
I'm hoping to, Jess. I'm hoping to finish this tonight.
Do you want this photograph back?
I don't think I've got far to go. I genuinely don't think I've got long to go.
No, you keep it. I can always make another print.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
I'm just going to go around this rigging again.
There's a guy working on a loom.
Yeah, this is pointless.
Look there, too.
There's a woman looking, but
yeah, I don't know why you're doing this. See, all of that's useless, and that's just
I
right.
guess
Okay.
I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to the Countess. I'm glad I'm doing this. Actually, telling her the story. Where was she? Oh, she was in Spain, wasn't she? To Spain. I mean, back in the day, these graphics were amazing. You know, these were top notch. I mean, this bit's not too bad, but some of the actual cutscenes were atrocious. No point talking to him. Let's go and talk to I can't Lady something or other. I can't pronounce her surname. She was upstairs last time, so I'm assuming she's still here. Here she is.
Senor Stobart, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
By a priest, no less.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft claw.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
To be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
I mean, if nothing else comes from this, we seem to have done her good, haven't we, really? We've helped her out a lot.
There's something else that I discovered, carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians...
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible, chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
I'm assuming we need to go back to the priest then. I asked about the key. Yeah, I can say this.
Does this tissue mean anything?
Where is this line of questioning go?
Nowhere helpful.
So, okay.
My home is your home.
We established there's nothing useful to talk to her about. Can't do anything there. Don't want to get attacked by dogs. Ooh, pick something up in here, apparently.
It was a small mirror hanging over the sink.
Okay, the fact that I can pick that up is interesting to say the least. I don't think he's going to be helpful, but if I don't speak to him, I'm probably going to regret not speaking to him, so I shall.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our
At least
first
he's
meeting.
being polite and nice,
Lopez,
isn't he?
just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Oh, at least that's something. No, I'm not going to show the
Catch
mirror.
you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Oh, I did have a go and walk over here thing. There we go. Just going to check in here, make sure there isn't anything I'm missing. That does something. What? I don't know.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
Okay, so how would one
I
get
couldn't
up
climb
there?
up there without breaking something. Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares on the lectern were just decorative again. It was too delicate.
Okay, can I get up there to do that somewhere else? I just have a feeling I need to get up on the roof to do something.
I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops if I didn't have to. It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum.
Would that have? That's going to have the Psalms in it.
Maybe not.
Just wonder if I can use the mirror somehow to light the candle. Still said he's gonna go. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, here we go, guys. I've actually managed to figure something out, which I don't know how I managed that, but hey. So let's close that window. Right, let's try this again. Long process for not a lot. Okay, so that's going. Now what? Three weeks later. Ah.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key. It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
I'm trying to think, is there anywhere that I've seen which probably could take a key?
It was too delicate to move.
Is it the crack in the that Spanish knight's statue in Mount Falcon? Possibly. It's the only place I can think of. Yeah, genuinely, that's the only thing I can think of where it might be useful.
It was the driveway down to the main road. I didn't want to leave just yet, though.
Alright, so I need to go back to speak to the lady, then, guessing then. Because I didn't think there was anything in there to use the key on. I could be wrong, I'm probably missing something really important, but let's go back and we'll go and talk to her again. See if she knows anything about it.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it? What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery.
She's changed the tune a little bit. She was about to literally kick you in the nuts.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the
So this is a new one.
The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is their mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Okay, well, we need to go and speak to Lopez then. And nothing
I'll have a
useful.
look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Oh, we must be getting close to this now. We must be getting close to it. We're unraveling so much.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Well, at least that's a good start.
So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard. so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
If you spray the water, it would soak into the ground quicker where the well
Any
was.
ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick. A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
Okay, babe. Hopefully not
I went
far
over
off
to
here.
find a suitable stick.
I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Okay, so have I got any other options of where to look for more hazel? He hasn't got a stick, has he? No. Just think like of anything there. Just on the off chance there is something here I could use.
The De Vasconcelos Mausoleum, where 5 Templars lie.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. Okay, so no, doesn't look like it's here. Unless I'm severely missing something. Actually, I'm gonna talk to Lopez again. Understand where he's aiming
Hi,
his hose.
Lopez. Got a minute? Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Do you know what this is?
No, senor. Is it some kind of key?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
Where did you get it?
It was hidden inside the big candle in the mausoleum.
And you burnt it? I wondered what the light was I saw through the window. My lady will be furious. The candle was centuries old.
Ah.
Catch you later, look.
Adios, senor Stobar.
That was no use, was it? What if I turn off the hose again? Will you leave it on the floor and I can turn it back on? And will it then create a mess?
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone. I went over to find a suitable stick.
Aha!
Oh, okay. I have a Y-shaped stick. Doesn't look anything like the trees over there. I mean, if that's the same tree as that, they're definitely not the same. But hey!
Hi, Lopez.
He likes standing
Got a
right in
minute?
front of him when he's got a
Certainly,
hose.
senor. How can I help you?
I would have soaked him by
Well,
now.
I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Am I going to fall down the well? That'd just be funny, won't it? Probably this big mound of bush here. It has that feel to it, doesn't it? It looks like he's going to the bushes. Talk amongst yourselves. He could be here for a while. Just watch George Stobart just walk round the garden over and over and over again.
Senior Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again.
Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected.
Yeah, we found it.
Monkey's uncle.
He
It has
found
been
it.
here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment.
I told you it was here.
marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
Okay, just want to point this out. Why is Lopez holding the rope? Because no offense, as soon as you took weight on it, you would end up pulling him down with you. Just support it on a tree and then let him climb
The
down.
well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the new
Unless
sun,
Lopez is
but
literally
that's
built
not what
like a
gave me
tank.
goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Okay, so what is there? There's something over here to look at.
Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide. Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat. From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Okay, before we go on, but this is probably the most interesting vacation anyone's ever had.
I could hear
Been
the
either being
sound
killed
of a lot
and
of stone moving,
searching for
and I
murderers
knew
and almost buried
I was
treasure.
in
It's cool.
danger.
Good save, George. Good save.
Oh, very funny, you psychos.
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine.
Hey, susto, miras daga! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
Okay, so something over here.
I wish that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had
Use
to
the
rely on
force,
touch.
Luke.
It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring. I wish that I had...
Okay.
It just felt like I'd almost...
Oh, a minute. I knew I'd pinch the mirror for some reason.
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light from above. There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
It's got to be that piece, and I can't think anything else we've got would fit in the hole.
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials.
Yay. Puzzle time. This is like a clock face. So what happens?
I must have made a mistake. The lock spun back to neutral and nearly took my fingers off. I was going to have to start from scratch again.
I mean, I don't get the reference. I don't understand the references necessarily. Oh, okay. So that one is XIV and XXVII. So maybe let's see if I can line those ones. So have I got... No. I'm assuming this is what they must be. I'm figuring this must be relevant. Okay, so that would be none of the above. Unless you have to add them together somehow. So have you got something like... That's the top, so that's going to be that. Maybe you need to put 10 on it. So we'd read like that, so it'd be XIV.
I heard the sounds of the lock.
Okay.
Was going to come down on my head.
Okay, so that was XV. Okay, can I get my thing back up again, please? Then XX. Have I got X? Yes, I've got XX. And then it would be 7, so it'd be here. And it does say at the top. So I'm going to assume it's that. Now it's said on the right, VI to the left. So that would be probably when it says to the left. Where does it mean to the left? I mean, I'm partly thinking. Don't know how that works. I did that. I got that at the top. I got that. Oh, maybe it's VI and L. Lots of that one, maybe. I don't know if it's to the left. I don't know what it means necessarily. So I think it would be like that one. That would be VI and that one. I don't know if that's correct. Or do I need to put them there, don't I? Can you see where I'm going with this? It's the I that's bothering me at the end of that, because there isn't an I at the end of it. So would it be that one?
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't that then. Okay. it was XX and 7. So I'm just going to, sorry, I'm having a read of the guide. Right, okay. Apparently it includes the blanks as well, so that would just be 6, which would be that one. Okay, right, I can do this now, I think. So that would be LX, L triple X 1. Ah, so maybe that would be I hope this is right. Pretty painful if it's not. Looks like I've gone past it. Oh, thank God for that. Right, okay, I have got this. 3 and 1, so that would just be 3 on its own. That'd be 1. And then we've got X and 7 again, so I'm assuming it's that one, 7's over here. Yeah, X and 7, just checking before I push the button. Then the next one is X and 2. Doesn't really matter which way around I go, does it? And then the last one, XXV. That'll be XX and number 5, which is over here. That should be all of them.
Oh, yes! Oh. Bonus points for that, I hope. I knew the old Stobart finger wouldn't let me down.
Damn. God, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh, hello guys. The missing chess piece.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do.
Give her the missing chess piece.
You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Oh.
George, welcome back.
Come in, Josh. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Oh, I've got the annoying Lobino. Oh. Our favourite person in the world.
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Yeah, I know.
Just
The
what
clues led
what
to
did he
an
what did he
underground
give us?
chamber
He
at the
barely
bottom
gave us
of a
anything.
well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No.
Oh, back in the 90s when you didn't have camera phones, otherwise you'd
Maybe we
take
should
pictures of
tell
everything,
Andre
wouldn't
what
you?
else you found, Josh.
I saw this.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
Georges found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that Georges found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, Georges.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like
jealous, isn't he?
reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
They didn't know
To the
anything else to the
Romans,
west, did they?
The Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It
It still
hasn't
is.
changed much,
Yep,
They've stopped
exactly,
painting
Nico.
themselves blue.
except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century.
Yeah,
They
that
might well have
recent.
been using it as late as
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the
I
chessboard.
think I've been to the,
That's what a burn is.
I've been there, I'm
Andre,
sure I
as
have.
in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was.
I
We
still want to know,
understand
apart
you've
from like
got
right at the beginning
commitment.
of this, where Nico did sort of
But listen,
was
we
involved
have
with
to
the
Let's go, George.
the murder of
We'll see it through. Oh,
Couler,
and
whatever his name is.
don't worry about us.
But she hasn't done anything else since then, really. She's sort of just been sat in a house, and there is no way that is a woman.
Pardon me.
Look, you can see the scar.
She must be deaf.
No.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
Does the name Merlin mean anything to you?
Merlin, a master of illusions. Oh, you said Merlin? Then no, nothing.
Oh, look, sweet innocent lady.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah? Well, that's outrageous. He should be shot.
Perhaps. Still, his intentions were good.
I'm sorry that you've
That's a
been zapped
really
by one
bad
of these
turn
things.
of phrase,
You
George.
shouldn't be.
He should be shot.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, it... You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Yep.
Yeah, and you look like a
That's
man.
nose with a history, all right.
So you said.
Okay, I was going to say, I do apologise. Maybe he's identifying as a woman now. It's perfectly acceptable if that's the case. So I do apologise if I've caused offence by saying that. You know, it doesn't matter what age in life you make that decision. It's the right one.
You know
So
Stirling
maybe
well.
he is now
Yes,
a woman. So I
I
do
do.
apologise for me
Is
kind of
that
being a
where
bit
you two
aggressive to him.
lovebirds about?
Yeah,
Her.
It's one of the
Sorry.
places we thought we'd stay on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Nah, he's
I'm
just a
sure
dick.
it's a new place.
Fair
but
enough.
we are not very interested
At least
in
it's not
history,
just
are
me.
we, George?
No. Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Stirling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
And Scottish accents are terrible. But then again, the French accents have been pretty terrible too.
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of his, though.
Okay, I'm sorry guys. How many clues does he need to give to us to let us know this is Merlin? I mean, really? Really? Okay.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
I wonder where she got the train from.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
I just you know, sell Scotland to
I
people.
don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
So maybe they're saying that's one of the Templars was the ticket guy. They stopped despite the fact this guy is dodgy as hell. But can I go for a leak now?
Can't you sit still, George?
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet card, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
English food's good. I don't understand why people think English food's not good. Because genuinely, I think it is good. Okay, so where can I go? Can't go right. I can speak to this apparent football fan.
No, he says, British, come on, join us, man. Away, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap, sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
That is fairly forgettable. So on that basis then, we must be travelling up the east coast. Probably from London, but why wouldn't you just fly to Glasgow or Edinburgh? Why would you go to London and then get the train, which is going to cost you £1 million?
What is that stuff you're drinking?
I was
Smells
overanalyzing,
like
don't mind me.
gasoline.
Right, I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs too, by the looks of you. Have you ever seen this man before?
Aye, man, he's chalky white and I claim my 10 quid, like.
No, he's an international assassin, and he goes by the name Khan.
Well, aye, man, but I was close, you know.
Okay, so he's
See you later.
useless.
I didn't want to wait.
To
Yeah.
be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him.
You haven't opened that window, pal.
Why not?
It's freezing out there.
Okay, out this way. Sorry. Right, so she's still safe at the moment, Nico. Nothing in there. Okay, buffet car. Oh.
Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel. Guido.
Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car.
Oh, we're getting a fight.
Maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eckler, Marquet's murderer.
Oh. They've gone.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the Sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Oh, he loves her. Aww. Well, she must be that way, surely, because they didn't come past us.
Hey, buddy.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, pal, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, wait, man, an old lady, too?
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like?
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know?
No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basher here. We are
Good old
veterans,
Basher.
like. So action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
See you
Wonderful.
later.
Okay, so which way can I go? Can I go this way? No, so I've got to go back this way.
The door was locked. The door was locked. I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy.
There's nothing here. Can I open the window now?
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Yeah,
Just watch me.
this seems like a really sensible idea. Until something passes the window and kills
Hold
you.
on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Bye, George. Nice knowing you, George. Would you accept help from a drunk Geordie? I mean, for that matter, would you take help from a non-drunk Geordie? That's the word sober. I couldn't think of the word sober. Been a long day. Oh, okay. There's Guido, there's the old lady, there's Thing, there's Nico. It's all getting well out of hand. Well, that's Flap, maybe, rather than Guido. Oh! I think Merlin's dead, or Khan's dead, or what you want to call him.
I'd always wanted to stop the train. And now was my chance.
Okay, I don't actually get to do anything. Okay.
You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars.
So why did you try and
were
shoot me?
noble
If we were on the same
foe.
team, why did you
These
try and shoot me?
Barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together, and Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
Okay, does anyone actually understand any of this? No, good. Not just me.
How did you escape from the Bull's Head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the Bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness.
Yeah, let's electrocute
Allah
him.
guide you to our enemies.
Let's just shock him for the sake of it. Just to be funny.
Last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Okay, let's rescue Nico.
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
Answer me this instant, George Stobart.
I will, when I'm ready.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do, and kissing you was at the
Oh, I
top
must
of my
have missed them kissing because I didn't see it very well.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
What are you doing?
I'm out of here.
Not that door. Do you want to end up like Flap?
Not especially. What remains of him is well on his way back to London. I hope he was traveling on a return ticket.
Okay, so I don't understand what difference the door makes, because unless that one happens to be on the side of a bridge or a massive ravine, but you know.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
Oh God, George, you
Kilos of plastic
stupid
explosives.
man.
The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a
It's quite
small
painful.
explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
I'm kind of with Nico on that one. Okay, I don't think there's anything. I think in we go. Right, okay. So I can interact with that and that. I've got pretty much nothing on me, I don't think.
The handle turned easily, and the larger wheel began to revolve. Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
Yeah, just hedge my bets. This is going to be a... It does go in.
Handle into the demon's mouth.
Okay, that doesn't seem to be the right one then, does it?
The red nose had nothing to grip onto. Now that the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle. I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
I'm assuming all of this is relevant.
It was no good. The demon wasn't inhaling. The cog wouldn't fit the demon's nose. The cog wouldn't fit that hole. The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket.
Okay, so I must be missing another one somewhere. Would be my guess.
I tried pushing the panel, but wasn't surprised when it failed to move.
Let's talk to Nico.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Committing this inscription to memory.
Can you read it?
No.
Helpful. Very helpful.
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age. It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
Well, that's just irritating having to do the same thing 1,000 times to get the thing we need.
With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into place. The cogs all meshed. It began to turn.
He's done well, George, to be fair. He has kind of single-handedly sorted out this entire situation.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
So there doesn't seem to be anything that way particularly. Can't see anything else.
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting
Why
for?
does it have to be a sex ritual? Why can't it be a satanic ritual?
Will you look at that? Baphomet. Lobino was right. This place was ancient even to
I
the
think
Templars.
Lobino, I think Rosso's down here.
This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous.
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience.
Yeah, I told you Rosso was going to be down
An
here.
important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Is this going to be a Raiders of the Lost Ark
Brothers and
moment?
sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet, Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you,
gatekeeper of the temple.
I'm the keymaster.
7
Are you the
centuries
gatekeeper?
ago, our greatest weapon, the Sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
Look at these graphics, people. This is where we die at the end.
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
Yeah. True? Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund, kill him.
Oh, Nico's actually done something useful for a change. Oh, is that Rosso saving the day? Because I did see Rosso sort of sneak down. Yes, I thought so.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Take
They're good. They're good shots. These
them.
Templars.
They will not escape.
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective...
Is that Guido or Flap? I can't remember. I think that's Guido.
Assistant. It's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
Josh, what are we going to do?
Not that, by the look of it. Nope, all that.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool.
Yeah, it's still gunpowder. I'm sure it'll still go boom.
300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
Thank you very much for the follow. I do really appreciate you following.
Nice trick up her sleeve, or in her handbag to be exact. A handbag.
Hope you're enjoying the stream, and nice to see you back.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Oh, here you go. Run!
Get to the chopper!
Sorry, any excuse to use that sound alert.
We didn't stay long in Scotland. George had a vacation to finish, and I had another story to write. Not the real story, of course, but enough half-truths to fill a page and pay my rent for the month. George and I hung out together in Paris. I showed him my favorite restaurants, and he told me his best jokes.
Yeah, okay.
You know, Nico,
think that wouldn't have taken very long, would
the city
it?
holds so many memories for me now. The cafes, the music.
The sewers.
Tell me about it. The clowns.
The jugglers.
And your pal Labano.
Oh, yes, dear Andre.
When we first met, and I was doing my detective stuff, you kind of disappeared a lot, Nico. Were you and Labano,
There was something happening, but nothing to do with Andre.
Uh-huh.
It was something from the past that I had to deal with on my own. So I dealt with it, and now it's over.
Hey, did I ever tell you the one about the old Irish couple in the lottery?
No, but I think you're going to.
Okay, there's this old Irish couple. They've been married forever, like 50 years, and they win the lottery.
I'm kind of glad he didn't get to finish that joke. Okay, I'm assuming as it's booted me out to the menu, that is the end of the game.